And we go again. Christy, welcome back. It's been so long.
I know. I swear. Thanks for having me on yet another segment of Bitching with Black Canary.
It's been a second since we filmed the last one.
Yeah.
This has been, it's been the time it takes me to hit record, or unrecord, record. This is ships that should have been endgame, and some maybe that should be endgame but look very bleak.
Yes.
Alright, first off, we're gonna go with shows that are over.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with One Tree Hill, because that's the one I'm most passionate about.
Okay.
That should be endgame. Brooke Davis and Lucas Scott. They were meant to be endgame, actually, and that's why so many fans are pissed. They really were. It was supposed to be Brooke and Lucas, and it was supposed to be Jake and Peyton. But see, the thing is, Chad Michael Murray and Sophia Bush got married.
Oh.
They were adorable as fuck. Then he cheated on her with Paris Hilton.
Well,
Sophia Bush. She's amazing. Have you seen Sophia Bush? Have you listened to her speak? She's so brilliant and kind and... Chad, you idiot! He also ruined the ship because everyone blames Sophia because they're like, oh, she couldn't work with her husband. Like, no. She knew how to...
Oh, no.
No, she knew how to separate her personal life and her professional life. Mm-hmm. She knew that she was not Brooke and he was not Lucas.
Yeah.
She knew that they were together, they had a beautiful love story, and she knew, like, okay, I can separate. Like, a lot of season 3, like, towards the end, was filmed while Chad and Sophia were undergoing their divorce. Like, they were separated. Most of season 3 is during their separation and divorce.
That's tough.
Brooke and Lucas, their chemistry did not falter. Like, they had natural chemistry.
That's good.
They had natural, like, acting chemistry. And obviously, like, but Chad didn't want to work with his ex-wife so closely. Like, he felt weird about it. Yeah. So they were like, okay. So they broke apart Brooke and Lucas, which broke my heart because they literally had so many indications of them being endgame. Because one, before he got her back, because they broke up, they dated in season 1. He cheated on her with Peyton, like, stupidly, because he's a 16-year-old boy. Yeah. And then she forgave him. They became friends again. Like, they didn't, like, rush back in. They became friends again. Yeah. Peyton was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that to Brooke anymore.
It's a beautiful time story.
Yeah, it took so much to get them back.
Oh.
But...
And
then Chad. They destroyed Brooke and Lucas after all the multiple, like, he gave her a full-on, like, speech about how he was the one for her, and I quote, I'm the guy for you, Brooke Davis. And he did another speech in the rain, which broke my heart because this was also during their separation. And he said, I've given 2 of these embarrassing speeches in my entire life, and they've both been with you. And it was literally in the rain, and he was telling her all the things he loved about her. And it wasn't cliche shit like, oh, I love your smile and the way you laugh and how kind you are. He was talking about how he loved how she kinked her eyebrow when she was trying to be cute. How she quoted Albert Camus, even though he never seen her read. How she misses her parents, even though she'll never admit it. He was listing, like, so many sweet things about her. And before that, that fight was during when they were together. Before they got together, he did a destiny shot. Rachel, this was the only time Rachel was a Brooke and Lucas shipper. That was the only good thing about them. Or about her. But she told Lucas, well, she tied his shirt around his head, like, blindfold him, and she said, if Brooke is the one, you'll make the shot. He made the shot. Ooh. It was his destiny shot. Because he kept saying, like, Brooke was his destiny, Brooke was the one for him, and they both literally said, so-and-so is the one for me. And, like, they had so many beautiful things, and in season 5, they had another chance. They had another chance in season 5, because they had this adorable little family. He wanted a family. Like, they were fresh out of college, like, not... I guess, prime adult time to start family, I guess. I don't know. But, like, because Peyton was like, no. But Brooke was, like, so ready. She wanted a baby. She had, like, her amazing career. He had his amazing career. And they had this cute moment where, like, they pretended to be an engaged couple to get, like, stuff.
Oh, my God, that's so cute.
And this also rubbed so many people the wrong way, because they talked about their future, how she'd run her fashion company. Brooke ended up with a fashion company.
Well, look at that then.
He'd be a famous author. Lucas is a famous author. They'd have, they'd spend summers in, like, their cabin in, like, in Aspen. They spent, a whole episode together in a cabin. It was so cute.
Oh my god.
And then summers in Paris, and it was just so cute. And then they talked about how they'd have 2 boys and a girl. Lucas goes on to have a girl with his wife, and she goes on to have 2 boys with her husband.
Of course.
And I fucking hate Mark Schwann for this.
Legit.
They were perfect for each other. They were so, and he, like, she was literally his, like, everything, and he was her everything, and they were just so cute and sweet. And literally, if you guys want to look at amazing acting and also the strength of one girl who deserves the world, go watch Brooke and Lucas's fight scene from season 3, episode 22, because it's not even Brooke. It's just that's when Sophia let her like real life feelings get into it, because she's like, I'm not pushing you away, I'm holding on for dear life, and I'm like, yep, no, that's Sophia. That's actually just Sophia, so and I'm like, you need a hug. The other couple that was supposed to be endgame was Jake and Peyton. Jake and Peyton were adorable from the start of season 1. They started off being sort of friends because they were both popular but didn't run in the same circles. Like, she was dating the guy on the basketball team, which was Jan. He was a single father because his baby mama was awful.
Terrible.
She helped him escape the baby mama because she was trying to come back after like being gone for like a year of the girl's life.
Ew.
And tried to take custody, so she helped him escape after spending so much time with him and his daughter, and they were so cute, and Jenny loved her.
And his daughter. Oh my god.
It was so cute.
That's the cutest thing I've ever
And he's a musician, and she loves musicians, so it was like, yes. Beautiful. He wrote a song for her called Someday. And they took a little break for a while because there was this whole like custody thing with his crazy ex who was his baby mama, and like in season 2, when he had to leave again because he had to go, because they were like designated to a place where they were allowed to have little Jenny together, but like not together, like they had to share Jenny, like, and he had to go, and he had to leave her, but she said what she wanted was to be so engulfed in someone to like wake up. It was, I want to be so engulfed in someone to wake a heart afraid to feel again, just because she wanted to feel so in love with someone. Yeah. And she did with Jake, and it was so sad because when he was leaving, I think this is actually when he was escaping police custody, maybe. I don't know, but he said I could have held you in my arms forever, and it still wouldn't have been long enough. Forever. And then finally they took a break. He went and got like custody of Jenny, and they were living in a cute little town together, and like he wasn't heard from for most of season 2, or most of the end of season 2. And then she dated Pete Wentz for a while. It's very weird. But
a little blip on the radar there.
Yeah. But Pete sent her a plane ticket, and her dad didn't like Pete because he's like, it's a musician, like she's still in high school, like. And then so he gave her a plane ticket to go wherever, or to join her whenever she wanted on tour. So the plane ticket had no like set destination, and she could come join him on tour. And her dad told her, follow her heart, and to pick whoever like respected her, made her happy, like, just follow her heart. Her heart took her to Savannah, Georgia, where Jake and Jenny were. And the second she got to the airport, like, you see it, like, she gets off the plane, you think she's, like, she went to go see Pete, and then you see Jake standing there, and then he puts Jenny down, and she looks at Jenny, and Jenny's walking now, and then Jenny goes, like, running, they'll run to her, and they're hugging, and they're cute, and then she asks Jake to marry him, or marry her, because she, like, and then, like, apparently, out of nowhere, she says, like, I love Lucas in her sleep, even though she's never, like, she barely had feelings for Lucas for a while, and, like, it was beautiful endgame, and it was so cute, because they were talking about their future, and it was just, like, because she's, like, he got mad that she proposed, because they're still in high school. Right. And then, he talked about, like, how she can't just ask him to marry her, and she's like, why? And he said, because I might say yes. Oh, God. And it was a beautiful endgame ships. This should have been endgame. Yeah. Good lord. And it didn't end up as endgame. I was gonna say, every other ship that I had in there ended up endgame besides Karen and Keith, but that's because Keith was killed. Well, that's... But I loved Andy, so I'm also trying to think of, like, dead characters. Gilmore Girls. Well, the revival left it open-ended that should have been, like... God. It should have been closure, but there is none. Jess and Rory. Jess, Mariano, and Rory Gilmore. Oh my gosh. Should have been endgame. Might be endgame, actually, but you know. Possibility. Because, like, it's so obvious that they're setting her up to be the new Lorelai and him to be the new Luke and Lorelai end up together, so.
Yeah, no.
Suck on that. Also, Paris and her... Dewey, I think his name is.
Dewey.
His name's escaping me, but they should have been Endgame, but they had them divorced.
No, you wouldn't technically say that Tommy and Laurel should have been Endgame, but...
They are.
I mean...
They technically
They are Endgame. They ended up together.
That's so sad. I'm trying to think. Shows that are... I'm gonna go with Degrassi just because, like, it's not over, but it should be. It should.
But it should be.
No, but these characters are no longer on the show because it's, like...
Yes.
cycles. Craig and Ellie, because their love story was beautiful. He talked about how, like, he got through his bipolar disorder and his drug addiction, and he talked about how he got through it, and he was in a group, like, support system, and he said, I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for that girl over there, and it was Ellie, and Ellie was just his friend at the time, so, like, that was his, like, little rock, and they were so cute, and he wrote her a song called Rescue You. You should look it up. Rescue You. Just type Degrassi, you'll love it. Like, the whole thing is like, you saw someone worth saving and you pulled me back into the light, and it was like, eh.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Holly J and Declan, I guess, like, they were kind of hinted at being Endgame, because, like, I just assumed they're Endgame.
I just assumed
Owen and
they'd always end
Anya,
up together.
unfortunately, like, I couldn't have been, like, it was left open-ended, so you can just assume.
Yeah.
And hope, like, be like, okay, they're Endgame in my head, like, there was no confirmation that they weren't.
Okay.
I'm so pissed that in the new...
There was no confirmation
version,
that they weren't, so
yeah.
it means that they are.
Emma and...
What are you talking about?
Imogen. Emma and Imogen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he sent her flowers because he was no longer on the show because the actor moved on from the show.
Yeah.
But, like, he sent her flowers. They were both going to the same school. Like, they both wanted the same thing. And they had the promise of, like, someday together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, like, they just had, like, a lot of complications when they were younger. So it was, like...
Oh, okay.
When they're adults, maybe. Fiona and Imogen... Adam and Becky should have been Endgame, but fuck you guys for killing the one transgender character who is a beautiful light of my life. And then having her hook up with his brother. Fuck you guys. Drew and Bianca should have been Endgame. What the hell? Anya and Owen. Unfortunately, it was left open-ended when the characters first left the show, but Owen's younger brother was still on the show, and then he's like, oh, Owen and his girlfriend broke up. I'm like, nope. I didn't hear that. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I didn't hear it. I don't want your crappy show.
Deny this.
I'm also kind of sad. Like, I want Craig and Ellie, but I also wanted Jimmy and Ellie.
I'm also kind of sad about this.
Can I just...
It doesn't keep me up at night.
Does this count as, like, a... Can I say real life people? Because, like, Drake, aka Aubrey Graham, and Stacey Farmer, who played Ellie. Like, one day he's going to be, like, stop wasting his time with Rihanna and J-Lo and be like, Stacey's the love of my life.
But Stacey, though, I remember her.
Friends. Oh, my no-TP from Friends is Ross and Rachel.
Yep.
Like, fuck Rachel. Not fuck Rachel. Fuck ships that should have been Endgame. Joey and Rachel. Fuck Ross Geller, okay? David
and
Schwimmer,
Rachel.
I want an apology for Ross.
I don't think that Joey and Rachel should have ended up together. But
I like them.
Okay, so ship that should have and is Endgame from that show was obviously Chandler and Monica.
They were beautiful.
They were so perfect together. I really, really
like, that's
liked
the ship
it a
everyone
lot.
should worship from Friends, not Ross and Rachel.
Oh, screw Ross and Rachel. Ross and Rachel wasn't even a real ship.
Were they? Were they actually Endgame?
They were a ship because they did date technically, but like
I don't know if they ended up.
They shouldn't. They didn't end up together. No, they did not end up together. Spoiler alert from Friends. Ross and Rachel don't end up together.
Spoiler alert from a show that's like as old as us, if not older.
Anyway.
That'd be like being like, Alexander Hamilton got shot by Aaron Burr. Spoiler, guys! Bitch, that
Ross
happened.
and Rachel don't end up together, but Chandler and Monica do, and they're beautiful, and it's great, so talk about that.
I want to say Joey and Phoebe, but like, Phoebe
Nah.
and her husband are so fucking cute.
Yeah, and Phoebe's just a little crazy pot.
You're Phoebe.
I really don't like Phoebe, and I think it's partially because I don't like the girl that plays her.
You don't like Lisa Kudrow?
She's not. She's
I love
not
her rain
bad.
stuff. I love the way she dressed, though.
She's not terrible, but she's really not great. I think the only thing I have against her is that I don't really like her personality as Phoebe in Friends, because she's just like
so weird.
So weird and so passive aggressive. When she moves out, she doesn't even tell Monica that she moves out. She just takes all of her stuff and she's like, oh yeah, I moved out. You have to pay the rent by yourself. Sorry, you got annoying. Bye. And it's just like, that's not how you deal with things, Phoebe. That's not how you do adult life. So I don't know. And she was also a cheating bitch of a teacher in ECA. She wasn't actually a teacher. She was the wife of a teacher, and she cheated on him with a student, and then she gave the student chlamydia.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Jimmy and I think her name was Trina, but they also not only ended up together, but they got their stem cell surgeries, and they're probably walking now, and I'm so happy for them.
So sweet.
Or he's probably walking now.
Yeah.
I think she's already starting to walk again. But like, I'm so happy for them. Everyone else is still, like, everyone I'm thinking of is still on air. Like, Miles and Maya, I guess I want, that should be endgame.
To end up together.
Look a little bleak because they're trying to shove Tristan and Miles down my throat, and I'm not having it because Tristan is a biphobic little fuckhead, and Miles is a beautiful bisexual prince who should be protected. Mm-hmm. Jake and Jenna, you ended up getting Jenna and Connor and just, actually no, Jake and Katie. I'm conflicted. Jake and Katie were not endgame and should have been. Like, we got confirmed that they weren't together in the end. But like, why? I could have been. No. I don't remember.
Did we talk about Teen Wolf as a should be?
Not yet.
Just no TPs.
Just no TPs.
Okay, sorry.
Scott and Allison. Should have been endgame. Stydia. Should have been endgame.
Scott and Allison. Scallison, Stydia for the win.
It's still online. It's
Forever.
still on air right now. But like, I hope
sorry.
Brianna's prediction is not true. I'm looking at like throwback shows, and it's just all Disney Channel.
Throwback shows.
From Lizzie McGuire. No, my ships were endgame. Ethan and Kate.
Yeah.
Lizzie
and
and
she
Gordo.
ended up with, exactly. It's perfect. It ended as it should have.
Raven. Eddie and Raven ended up together, didn't they? Or no, did she end up? No, I wanted her to end up with the one boyfriend who, like, had the blue, like, he did the blue face for her because she couldn't go to the concert.
Yeah.
I think his name was...
I can't remember what
I can't remember his name.
remember him.
But they should have ended up together. I didn't really care enough about Chelsea.
If she ended up with anyone.
I think she ended up with Eddie. I have no idea, because she guest starred on Corey in the House, but never made, like, any comments about, like...
Yeah.
Like, did she? If not, I would have
Maybe
been
her
fine.
Character was lesbian all along.
Plot twist. That'd be fine. Even Stevens. I didn't ship anyone from Even Stevens. Like, that was weird.
I barely remember it.
I remember the movie. That's it.
Yeah, they went to an island or something, right?
Proud
That's
Family.
what I remember.
That's a cartoon, and I don't ship that. That's weird.
Phil
in the Future. Fucking Phil and Keely, man.
I know,
Ow.
right? And then it just ended, and they just disappeared, and you're like, what the French toast?
What the French? American
Feel
Dragon,
robbed.
Jake Long, Rose and Jake. Were they endgame? I don't remember. Kim Possible, my OTP ended up together.
Yes, they did, and it was great.
Hannah Montana. My ships were endgame.
Finally.
My ships were endgame in Hannah Montana.
Did Oliver and
Lily ended up together?
Okay,
Miley and Jesse ended up together.
That's a true endgame right there.
Like, fuck Jake Ryan, man.
Jake Ryan wasn't that bad.
He cheated on her.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, in the final season. He cheated on her and she got on her way back to Jesse.
That's
who
right.
Fate actually picked for her. Because, like, his picture landed in front of her. Because she asked for a sign. I didn't ship anything in Lilo and Stitch. David and Nani, but they were endgame. I don't know what you're talking about. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Fuck. Zach and Zoe Dutch's character. Because they were just so cute. But she joined the Peace Corps and broke his heart. And left.
She's adorable.
London and Maddie. London and Maddie should have been endgame.
Brenda Song and Ashley Tisdale should just be best friends.
Sunny with a chance. I'm pretty sure Chad and Sunny were endgame, so I'm fine. I don't remember any other character on that show. I really don't. Wizards of Waverly put all my ships were endgame.
Didn't what's-his-face end up with Harper?
Justin?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, never mind that.
If he did, then never mind. I wanted him to end up with Juliet.
Juliet!
Yeah.
I forgot about her.
But Mason and Alex were endgame.
Yes.
Former programming. Let's see.
List of programs broadcasted by Nickelodeon. Oh,
Jimmy
God.
Neutron, Jimmy and Cindy were Endgame, right?
They ended up together, I think.
I think.
They had the same type of love story as Arnold and
Helga.
Helga.
That was Endgame.
That was definitely Endgame.
I'm pretty sure it was confirmed Endgame in a movie. Everything else is animals or like aliens, and I feel weird about it. Oh, live action. Oh, thank God. Drake and Josh. Oh, I wanted Drake and Carly to end up together. The girl from the music store. And,
oh, yeah. Didn't Josh end up with Mindy, though?
yeah, which I was happy about.
They stayed together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoe 101, my ship never ever sailed at all. So, oh yeah, my OTP from that is all of the Endgame ships. Like, literally all of them.
Everything that ended up happening, no.
I wanted Michael and Lola. I wanted, actually I didn't want Quinn with anybody. No, I wanted Quinn with, no, I didn't like Mark. I wanted Quinn to be I wanted Quinn to end up to be a lesbian, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But Lola and Michael were perfect. I wanted, Zoe and Logan together just cause like.
Zoe and Logan?
Just for a while. Actually, no, I wanted Zoe to end up with Austin Butler.
You know who everybody wanted Zoe to end up with.
Chase. And I hated it. I didn't like the character of Chase. I thought he was pushy and aggressive and just...
Pushy and aggressive? He literally didn't tell her that he loved her for like so many seasons and then it was too late.
But then he felt like he was entitled to her because of all the waiting he did.
Oh, God.
I just didn't like it. It felt weird and forced to me in my head. Unfabulous. I don't remember anything.
Unfabulous? I don't even
iCarly. Fucking Freddie and Sam, which was confirmed not Endgame by... Actually, no, it was confirmed Endgame, never mind. The Naked Brothers Band. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. My ship didn't sail, it was not Endgame. So, ships that should have been Endgame. Ned and Susie. Mose and Billy. Because it was great.
Mose and Billy.
Remember, the goalie. Because, like, they were so cute together, actually.
Yeah.
And, like, Ned and Susie were so cute. And Ned and Mose felt so forced to me.
Yeah, that's very true.
Who the fuck are Bucket and Skinner?
Not a...
It says Victorious fuck. Bucket and Skinner. I feel like that'd be mine and like yours fucking band. Fred was a TV show? I thought it was just a bunch of movies. I thought it was
Fred's Declassified.
Fred's Declassified.
YouTube survival guide.
Hey, it's Fred.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sick and I'm tired.
It's
delusional.
Victorious.
Oh my God.
Beck and Jade were Endgame.
Yeah.
Kat and Robbie were Endgame. Tori and what is his name? He's basically Brianna in a dude form. You know who I'm talking? Andre!
Yes!
You are so Andre.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
I accept it. Tori and Andre were my ship. Also,
They were
Trina had a
cute.
fucking jackhammer to the head. I hated her. Big Time Rush. I think Carlos ended up with that actor's actual wife.
That actor.
Because it was random. But like, Carlexa for life, man. Who are the haunted Hathaways? Who are these people? House of Anubis.
House of Anubis.
My ship was Endgame. It was Joy and Jerome. They were Endgame, right?
Oh God, House of Anubis.
They were Endgame, so I'm fine. Like, they graduated together. It was so cute. And Super Ninjas? Who? Are You Afraid of the Dark? Fuck, Are You Afraid of the Dark, man? I don't know. That's all I got, really.
That's pretty
Gossip
much
Girl.
it.
Gossip Girl. None of the ships that were Endgame. Actually, no. Chuck and Blair I was perfectly happy with. I wanted Rufus and Lily to be Endgame. Because then their kids couldn't get married. I hated Dan, so I wanted Dan to end up, like, alone or with Georgina because Georgina was awful.
Alone and unhappy.
Alone and unhappy. Lonely Boy, I wanted him to end up his fucking Gossip Girl name. Lonely Boy.
Oh, God.
Also, I didn't want him to be Gossip Girl. It makes no sense. I wanted Nate and Serena to end up together. I wanted... Actually, I don't know. Maybe Serena and Carter, so then I could have Nate and Jenny. I just want Nate, Jenny, and Serena to be in threesome.
A little polygamy relationship going on
I
there.
think it's polyamorous.
Polyamorous. That's exactly correct. You are definitely
that's
right.
what I wanted.
Sorry. Boy Meets World did it right.
Oh, but since Girl Meets World is over...
Oh, gosh.
But maybe not. It might be picked up by Netflix. Netflix. Lucas and Maya.
Yep. This is gonna happen.
Zay and Snackle. Riley and Farkle. Josh in a trash can.
Oh my god.
God, it's just because the actor, like, Netflix, if you pick it up, can you give me someone new?
Trash can.
Like, I love Josh, but I hate Uriah. I'm 100% for more poly relationships and shows. Like, I would have been perfectly okay with Bellamy, Clark, and Lexa all being together.
That would have been a cool thing.
Was Lexa bisexual or a lesbian? Was it confirmed? What was Lexa's sexual orientation? Was she lesbian or bisexual?
I think it was lesbian.
Okay, then never mind. How about open relationship? Clark can have Bellamy and Lexa, and then they can just be BFFs.
BFFs.
Yeah, that would be fun with me.
Ships that should have happened.
See?
Do you want to try and talk about some of the bigger movies, kind of like Harry Potter or something? Do you have any opinion on that? If not, don't worry about it.
I don't want to get smacked by her. Not Harry and Ginny, I guess.
Not Harry and Ginny.
They had no chemistry whatsoever.
And not Ron and Hermione either.
Draco and Hermione was what I wanted.
Oh goodness.
The only couple I really was okay with in that entire series was Fleur and Bill.
Fleur and Bill. Okay, so here's what needs to happen. Netflix needs to pick up Harry Potter as its newest series and just
fix it.
What they're doing with Series of Unfortunate Events and just give it 2 episodes that are an hour long each for each book and just be like, okay, so book 1 of Harry Potter, 2-hour movie, and go.
Redo the entire thing.
And book 3. And then we can have a
things that
fully coercive understanding of the books in movie form.
Another thing that should have been endgame in Harry Potter was Cedric Diggory and life. I ignore the cursed child.
And life.
I ignore the cursed child
yes.
because Cedric Diggory would not have become a Death Eater. Fuck you,
Cedric
whoever
Diggory
wrote that.
and
It wasn't
life.
JK, was it? Because I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
But
I
again,
think JK did write
I
the
didn't
cursed
read your
child,
books
but
anyway,
I don't know.
so blah, blah, blah.
Oh gosh.
I saw your movies. Blah, blah, blah.
I saw your movies. I gave you that movie.
Jacob and Queenie. I think they are endgame, but the way the movie left off, they're not endgame. So,
but
there's literally
Jacob and the magical world, though.
Jacob and getting to remember things. I think he does remember because what is that spell? The
Obliviate.
It erases bad memories of magic. He didn't have any bad memories of magic.
That's true.
Apart Credence and living.
Yeah.
I think Credence did live though, because part of him floated away.
He was such a creep. They did such a good job of casting that character. Because,
Ezra Miller's so fucking creepy.
Freaking creeps me out so bad.
But
he was such a poor little. You can't help but. You have to sympathize with him. There's no way for you not to, no matter how creepy he is. You're just like, oh, you poor little thing.
In Suicide Squad, Quinn shot. Fuck Jared Leto and his Joker thing.
Quinn shot.
The only thing I liked about the Joker was his fucking leather bright purple metallic jacket. That's it.
That's the only good thing about Jared Leto's Joker.
That's it. Can I say Batman and Catwoman? Because they're not endgame, but endgame. They are the most. They're on and off forever.
Together. Sorry for all the sniffling.
It's okay, you're sick.
I'm sorry. This bitchy with Black Canary is not as bitchy, but I have a lot of feelings. I can't go in depth about everything. Otherwise, I'd be 3 hours long, and no one wants that. If you do want that though, I'll not waste their time, I'll film it on my own time. Well, there will probably be a part 2 to this as well. It is 11:36 at night. And
Parto
dos on both of these things.
We'll see you later.
Did you see my thing I posted yesterday?
No.
What?
From the zoo? I was spent 2 hours with a straightener and it still isn't straight. Like me.
Oh my god.
Like me.
Okay, goodbye.
That's your daily reminder. Brianna ain't straight.